First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And incomplete to open things up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, here's Chubb again. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a throw down the middle to a wide open receiver. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Chubb running right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8. On play action, Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Block now to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. Being chased out left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Locke flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Pushes him over and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it second down. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Forced out to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Mike 40. Stop your running. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight is on Ringo.
A run for Nick Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block off of play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Again, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Trucks over him. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Locke. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There he goes again. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 44 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Chubb will get the call, running left. Room here to run. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on